If you could do anything in the world, anything, what would it be? If you knew you were guaranteed success, would you do anything differently? I'm Adam LaFountain, and I'm applying to be a pilot. This question has motivated me throughout my life to pursue flight as my career. Ever since I was younger, I wanted to be a pilot. I've been dead set on this career my entire life. I always knew I wanted to become a pilot, and I'm doing everything I can be to be a perfect fit for the job. I'll start off telling you first how I decided I wanted to pursue flight and what keeps me motivated to work hard for it. Then I'll talk about what I'm doing now to prepare myself for the job. Finally, I'll tell you why I'm the best candidate to be hired as a pilot. So, why do I want to be a pilot anyway? Well, let me tell you about the first time I was on a plane. I was only about 7. It was a flight to Ireland, so the plane was a huge continental jet. Most boys that age are obsessed with big trucks or trains, and I was too. When I was looking at the airport, at these huge marvels of machinery, it was no different. I was in awe. We boarded the plane, and once we were taxiing, I was already having the time of my life. Once we were on the runway, the plane went full throttle, and I remember being pushed back in my seat. I was accelerating harder and going faster than I ever had in my life. The best part was when the plane rotated and the ground started to fall away. It kept sinking, and I kept rising. I was flying. This love of flight is what encouraged me to be a pilot, and is what keeps me motivated. Another thing that motivates me is every time I see a jet fly by in the sky, it reminds me that I too can be there if I keep working hard. As the career as a pilot is a fruitful one, and is becoming better as pilots fight for better earnings and benefits. Just this year, the New York Times reported pilots at Delta Airlines have approved a new contract that will increase wages 34% by 2026 and includes improvements to scheduling, retirement, and other benefits, raising the standard for contract negotiations underway at other large U.S. airlines. This goes to show that the career is financially rewarding as well as emotionally fulfilling to live out. Now you know my story and motivations for pursuing this career, but there's a lot to do to prepare for such a job. Allow me to tell you what I'm doing to prepare myself for success as a pilot. I'm already flying planes at Brandywine Regional Airport. I go there multiple times a week to either fly a plane and get more flight hours and experience, or to cover ground lessons and learn more about aviation and flight procedures. This is how I'm getting my private pilot's license. I also have talked to many pilots from different backgrounds to learn more about what it's like to fly for a living. One such pilot is current captain for United Airlines, Captain Stuart Nicholson. While talking to Captain Nicholson about his job, I asked what his advice was on getting to a captain position. He offered his wisdom and said, "The most important thing is that you need to get into regional airlines." This has helped me make my plan more precise for how I'm getting to the major airlines. He also talked to me about the lifestyle pilots live. There are a lot of early mornings and late nights. He spends a lot of time away from his family as well. Sometimes he goes a few days with no flying to do. It's not an easy career, but the benefits are well worth the work. Captain Nicholson says it's the best job he could ever ask for, and loves flying and traveling all the time. I'm preparing myself for a career as a pilot by talking to other professional pilots about what to do, as well as preparing academically through college and ground school. I'm also gaining experience at the airport. I'll now explain why I'm the perfect fit for the job. I'll be transferring next year to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Daytona Beach to complete a Bachelor's of Science in Aeronautical Science. This includes learning a lot about flight as well as classes dedicated specifically to getting flight hours. There, I'll be getting every license and rating I'll need for a piloting career through the school. Going to this school also means that almost every course is an applied version of the course, so my education will be much more fitting. An essential trait for all pilots is that they must treat passengers with dignity and respect, even if it is not mutual. I've had experiences with both of these traits when I worked in Ireland as a bartender. I've dealt with many customers, few of which were angry, and it was my job to help them and solve the problem in a respectful way. Another trait pilots must have is that they can work with other pilots as part of a team. I have had practice with this as well. Each person at the bar would have different duties and responsibilities. When we all did our parts and helped each other, the whole place ran smoothly, even under intense, busy conditions. As reported by the National Bureau of Statistics, 1,800 openings for airlines and commercial pilots are projected each year on average over the decade. Many new jobs are becoming available, and I'm a great candidate to fill the position. First, I told you my story of what drives me to be a pilot and what keeps me motivated to work hard. Then, I talked about what I'm doing to prepare myself for this job. Finally, I discussed exactly why I'm the perfect fit for a job as a pilot. With that being said, I think you'll find me to be a valuable member of the team and an amazing pilot. I've been pursuing this my entire life, and I'm not stopping now. I still and always will be working my hardest.